Hey everyone, it's Jodas here, and we're back to doing another figure reviews. And this time, look at the Godzilla's Rampage Multi-Purpose Fighting System Kiryu, aka Mega Godzilla 3, which apparently in the movie they just call Kiryu. No, not to be confused, named Kiryu from Yakuza. So yeah, Kiryu, this version. I guess they don't call Megazords as I guess they don't want to put it in copyright names, so instead it's just called Kiryu. So here is Kiryu in this multi-version fighting system. Got this at GameStop for $27. The reason why we bought them, because Kiryu is one of my favorite kaijus from Godzilla franchise. He looks more like Megazord. Originally he was supposed to be he's a bad guy from the film, but it turns out, spoiler, he's actually a good guy. Kiryu is a good guy, while Godzilla is a bad guy, was basically reverse. And spoiler alert, a plot twist, Kiryu he's formerly a previously known as the original Godzilla from 1954. Yeah, if you haven't seen Godzilla against Megazord or Godzilla Tokyo SOS, I recommend you watch it, probably going to spoiler films. He was actually the original Godzilla. They use a bone DNA. I recommend you check out the Wikizilla about Kiryu, about shows history's bio about them. So here is the Kiryu, or what do you want to call it. Now this is a package. Like I said before, I actually got this sticker from GameStop. You can see right here. Yeah. Now so the package says Godzilla with a Japanese logo. Has a warning sign. It comes with a bunch of weapons accessory. Nice little image of Kiryu from Godzilla Tokyo SOS. It says 16 articulations. It says Godzilla Rampage Multi-Purpose Fight System Kiryu. This is made by Bandai from 2026. The other side, it shows little figures. On the other side, it shows little figures of looks. And on the back of the box, and there was no re-up, and shows little figures, shows little cool. And shows little cool features, including spiral claw parts, swapping the hands and new poses, change alternate things. And you can see it shows the rest of the figures available. There's Burning Godzilla, regular Godzilla from Godzilla 91. There's Destroyer, Godzilla Millennium from Godzilla Tokyo SOS. There's Kiryu from Tokyo SOS. Godzilla from Godzilla Final Wars. There's the regular Kiryu from Godzilla against Megazilla. And finally, there's Godzilla from Godzilla -1. That's pretty much it about the package. I didn't get the regular Kiryu because, well, we'll get to that. Anyway, so that's about pretty much the package. So let's take a quick break. Let's take a look Kiryu out of the box. Also inside the box, we actually see shows image, a red image. I only see these are 4 Easter eggs. There's Rodin, Mafra, King Ghidorah, and finally there's shows Mega Godzilla. I was wondering we'll see the sequel, we'll see him make this one for the next wave of the future, possibly. Whatever say, hopefully. Alright, we're back with Kiryu out of the package, or multi-purpose fighting system Kiryu, or Kiryu 2.0, what do you want to call it. So here it is out of the package, and you can see he's pretty nice, little, very accurate for the movie accurate. Now, he does, I think it looks much, much better from the last one. I think it's from the first wave, that was a regular one, which is very horrible. I see on Geek Chats online. What else? Now, this figure is almost about 5 inches tall. Now, here's a size comparison. Here's next to Cutnet. You can see he's pretty tall, this one's. Now, yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have Godzilla figure or Kong, but speaking of which, here is the next one to guess. Yep, Optimus Prime from Rise of Beast. I actually got this one at the Faraday for about $27. This is definitely most wanted, that I never had this. I'll definitely review this sometime. So anyway, back to this figure. I mean, he looks very accurate from the movie looks. Now, the figure itself, it certainly comes with. Now, it does come with an accessory close. He comes with a accessory. First, he comes with, looks like some kind of missile shoulders, some kind of shoulder cannon missiles. I believe it's a missile for his battle pack. I believe it's called multi-purpose fighting system. He probably recognized me when he was arrived. He counters and he's shoot the crap against this. Use a missile on the shoulders. But then later he's launched his shoulder against Kamikaze against Godzilla, but backfires. Looks still a nice little detail. It's just a little silverish plastic. It's kind of hard rubber plastic swells. Now he comes with wristband. It comes with wrist blaster wrist. It comes with attachable blaster wrist. Looks a nice little detail, but only problem it has a little tube. It has a plug-in. It's kind of hard rubber. It has a little plug-in tube as well. That goes. We'll show you a bit when it gets attached. And finally, he comes with a drill when he is activated on his left drill as well. It has a little peg here. We'll get into show you little features. As far as the heads go for Kiryu, it looks impressive. Now, this version is based on Godzilla Tokyo SOS. I do like his eyes are yellow. It has a little mouth open. You can see it has a little teeth. It has a little gunmetal teeth. It's kind of hard to see. Nice little gunmetal teeth. Even though the SA's here, SA's monster art. I don't have SA's monster art, but we saw a picture. He's really expensive. I was trying it, but he's getting very expensive. So I'm saying I got this one. So overall, it looks nice little detail. I like it has a neck, or gun middle. It has a detail. And sadly, you cannot open the sheds, unfortunately. There was an upcoming Super 7 Kiryu figure that was saw a picture, looks similar. Nice little detail. It has a robot arm. It has a little attachable, goes plug into his arms. The other one is legs. And tails goes separate. Those are similarly acquired. Oh yeah, speaking of arm, this one has mechanic arm. Yeah, if you seen against Megazoid movie when he tore his arm and then later he's replaced a new arm, and that's where later get this drill. We'll get into in a second. And the rest of the body looks nice little detail. I do like has a detail. It has red line, nice little gun middles, has a wire at the bottom here, and it has no peg, unfortunately. And shows the back here. I think it looks nice detail. It has a little bolt joint to heels piece. Overall, not a bad looking figure, at least in collections. Now the alternate hands that goes to what I mentioned, you can actually take his hands off. It goes plug this drill like that. Oops. Oh, that's my only problem. That's my only problem is, sorry, I apologize. Here you have this Kiryu who has a drill on his hand as well. Looks really nice little cool features. Now the assembly part, as I mentioned, this thing goes plug into his here on his wrist, goes peg, just like that. It has a little small peg here. It has a little small peg. He has a little hole here. Goes plugging to his. Goes right in this. Does that. Now the big part. This thing here goes connect to his right over here. It goes connect to his right. It goes, I think it's connect. It's supposed to just. And there you have is Kiryu is ready, prepared as a set. Besides the links, they're nice little cool shoulder weapon pads. But my only biggest problem, one, you cannot turn his head. If you try and go up and down, his head will lose. That's pretty unfortunately. It doesn't have. Would it be nice to have rotate his head ball joint? But that's really unfortunately, unlike SA's monster arts. So overall, I highly recommend as well which version as well. Articulation for Kiryu or Kiryu 2.0 this here. Its head's on a ball joint can run because the neck and ball joint can left or right. Goes up and down. Sadly, you cannot turn his head. That was unfortunately. His mouth open. He can mouth up and down. He can downwards and up. Looks like it's like, Anyway, his arms goes up and down, goes in and out. He has a bicep, bending elbow, ball hinge elbows, ball joint wrists, and unfortunately, no waist articulation. Its leg is forwards and back, goes in and out. Can't go out because of the knees and ball joint angles, and of course, ball joint tails can rotate, and then swivel tails. Not that much of pretty pose or articulations. What else? So there's my review of Godzilla Rampage Multi Fighting System Kiryu from Godzilla Tokyo SOS. Overall, the figure is not that bad. It's a pretty alright. Yeah. So yeah, not a bad figure. So I was big fan. As a kid, I do love the Godzilla franchise. I was big fan of Godzilla franchise. I also love Mega Godzilla as one of the favorites Godzilla's kaijus or villain. As I mentioned before, Kiryu or Mega Godzilla 3, what do you want to call it, or Mega G, that's what he shouted name from in Godzilla Tokyo SOS. He was to be a bad guy, but it turns out he's actually a good guy. What was really interesting was role reverse. So yeah, overall this figure looks very interesting, very nice one, a very happy in my collection. I think it's at GameStop exclusives. Like I said before, I didn't get the regular Kiryu from Series 1. That was based on Godzilla against Mechagodzilla. Yeah, it just looked terrible, so I didn't get it. So maybe someday. Even the SA's monster arts and say I got a lot more posable, a lot more better articulations, but there's one that's more like cheaper. Hence, overall, it's definitely not that bad one. I mean, you're a hardcore fan of Godzilla, I recommend to check out the collections. I mean, so yeah, overall, I think you're a fan of the Godzilla, love this figure, or rather I guess I prefer the Monster Arts, SA's Monster. Maybe someday we'll get SA Monster Arts. He's a very penny, very expensive, so I highly recommend to check this out. So like I said before, I got this on GameStop for $27 for around the birthday. So yeah, I have them complete the collection ones. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one. Be sure don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So thanks for watching, and goodbye. Oh, and I almost forgot, and he does not come with alternate head, which is the battle damage eye. I almost forgot. That's pretty unfortunate. So I forgot. Sorry about that.